Hi butterflies, welcome to my garden. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And now let's get into the video. So I'm gonna talk about something that I came across a few days ago. Well, I'm single, and every now and then I dabble in dating apps and just to socialize and to meet men because I don't know, it's 2021. That's just online dating is like part of the law, I guess, if you want to meet someone. So I met this guy, and oh, just to give you a brief, history. I'm of Nigerian descent. My mom and dad Nigerian, and yeah, but I live in Sydney, Australia. Anyway, so I met this guy, and he also is Nigerian, and we were having conversations, and we were flowing for a brief moment. And then he was like, oh, by the way, your look is very unique. So where are you from? What's your background, heritage, whatever? So I told him my background. And he said, what? He was like in shock and he was almost disgusted with me. And he's like, you can't be trans and Nigerian because in case you didn't know, I'm transgender. So he's like, you can't be trans and Nigerian. And said, and I said to him, okay, what gave you that impression, or what gives you that perspective that, oh, you can't be trans in Nigerian? Like trans is it only applies to people from other countries. It doesn't make any sense. Like, honey, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay, that sounds ignorant as hell. But it got me thinking. Like, I can't be too I can't be too hard on this person because that's what a lot of people from that side of the world are made to believe, that things that individuals who identify within the LGBT umbrella, they don't really apply to people from that place. Like, oh, you can't be trans and Nigerian, or you can't be trans and African altogether. Let's just put it that way. But it's almost funny to me because I've met several trans individuals who are Nigerian. I know of this girl who lives in the UK. I don't want to mention her name, but I probably should to give it context. Her name is Sahara. I had a brief conversation with her online a few years ago, and she was very encouraging. She was very sweet to me. I hadn't come out then, but she was always very encouraging and sweet to me. So she probably doesn't remember me or having a conversation with me via Facebook, but yeah, we did have a conversation after I saw her in a documentary. And then there's another one that I don't want to mention because I don't know, if she gets wind that I even mention her, she would, I guess, take offense to it. I know of her and I admire her hustle. I understand it. I don't judge her, but we're very, very different. Apples and oranges. She basically likes to gaslight people online for attention, and I don't know. She's very polarizing. Other Nigerians who watch this will probably know who I'm talking about. And yeah, she's doing her thing and more power to her. But the point being, there are several people of Nigerian descent or African descent who are trans. And excuse me, it's fall. It's fall in Australia, flu season. I don't have COVID. I got tested, okay? But yeah, so this guy really just completely turned me off completely because I was kind of excited to. He knew I was trans because he knew that, and he was okay with me being trans until he found out that we were from the same place. And then all of a sudden, he did a complete 180 and flipped on me. Needless to say, he's been blocked from ever contacting me again. But yeah, just the hypocrisy of it all just got me thinking. So there was a whole lot of hypocrisy when I was growing up there, and oh my God, just the things and the things that people would say and the things that I had to hear as a child, it just it comes up to the surface when I meet people like that who instantly become judgmental. Because also, when I first started dating and found myself single and after I started transitioning and I found myself single and I started dating again, I kind of made a conscious effort to avoid Nigerians because I felt like they would judge me the harshest, and those instincts were correct. So far, I've only ever come across one person who was not that judgmental, but unfortunately, we don't live in the same area, so it was really hard for me to connect with him. But yeah, I am single. I am dating. Well, trying to anyway, because I have my reservations about dating in general, especially as a trans woman. There's still a whole lot of there's still a whole lot of complications when it comes to dating as a trans woman, and dating is a whole other animal. I could go on for days about that, but it's just one of those things that uh, surprises me. At this point in my life, I probably shouldn't be shocked by some of the comments that people make and the level of ignorance that surround, trans identity and trans issues. But every now and then, someone makes a comment, and it's still shocking. But all in all, I'm fine. I'm doing good. I'm thriving. I'm okay, and I look cute. So that's that. Eventually, I'll meet my somebody. You know. I'm not worried about that. I'll meet my somebody, you know? If you're out there, you can always find me. If I don't find him, I hope he finds me. That's it. Yeah. So it's just shocking. And to every Nigerian who's watching this that might, you know, struggle with their gender identity, you're not alone. You know? You're not alone. And ultimately, you'll be fine. You know? It might take a while, and you might go through some dark times where you really, really question a lot of things, but you'll be fine. You know? Hey, look at me, I'm doing fine, and I'm cute. I'm cute, I'm intelligent, I'm present, you know? And I'm just doing my best to live my best life, you know? Hey, it is what it is. It's not easy, but still think it's I still think it's worth it, you know? I still do. I still, I still do. I still think it's worth it, you know? And yeah, that's it. Just putting out a word of encouragement. You can be trans and you can be African, you can be Nigerian, and you can be from whatever country, regardless of the cultural beliefs. We're very present and we're very visible. So, yeah, let go and let live for everybody. So I'll see you soon.